Hi, welcome back to my exam question series. This is the third one. We're looking at a quite tricky question today, so lots of students got this wrong at the time. Hopefully you won't be one of them. Okay, so let's get into it. So we've got this question, let's have a look. This is from the Edexcel paper 2, and it's the higher paper. It is question 21. So again, like I've said before, a really good thing to do is to annotate what you know. So you've got three identical triangles. If they're identical, three identical circles. If they're identical, then everything about them is going to be identical. The diameters, radiuses, and so on. So I looked at this question, I thought, oh, how are you going to work this out? But it's not as bad as you think. Right, so let's have a look. We've got these rectangles, so we've got these these circles all have the same diameter or radius, whatever you want. And actually, let's talk in radiuses because we're given the radius value. So if that's 24 mils, that's 24 mils as well. That's also 24 mils. That's also 24 mils. So already we've got one side, because we just need to add that up 4 times. So we've already got one side of this shape, because the question wants us to work out the area of the rectangle, which is fairly straightforward if you know the side lengths, right? So we've got one side of the shape, which is 96. Okay, so that's the first, that would be one of the first marks. So I'm just going to sort of formalise that and say, okay, well 24 times 4 gives me 96 millimetres. Examiner giving you marks for that. Okay, so even if you can't do anything else, and that's that. Right, let's look at what else we've got. We can't do the same thing for the length because the circles, it doesn't work out. Let's see how it comes up a bit higher here. So it's sort of this overlap here. But what we do know is that that length there is 24. And that one there is also 24. So what we really just want then is like this middle bit here. Okay, so I'm going to change the colour of my pen now because I'm going to draw something that is going to help us here. So if we draw, and this is where the triangle comes in, if we draw this triangle here, every single side length of those triangles are the same. They're 2 lots of 24, so they're all 48. So 48 there, 48 there, and 48 at the top. So I'm just going to draw this triangle here outside, just so that I can get a better grasp of it. So I've got 48 there, 48 there, and 48 there. And what I'd like to know is this height of it, which isn't 48, because that's not the way triangles work. That's going to be less than 48. So how could we work that out? Well, if I go back to my triangle that's outside and I put that in, well, that's just cut that equilateral triangle straight down the middle and made 2 right angle triangles. So now what I can see is that I can use Pythagoras to help me find that length there. So what's Pythagoras' theorem? Well, it's a squared plus b squared equals c squared. And just remember that this is half the 48 here, so this is going to be the 24 length there. So how are we going to label this? Is this going to be A? Yeah, A, B, and C, like that, because C has got to be the hypotenuse. So A squared, which we don't know yet, and we want, plus 24 squared equals to 48 squared. Okay, so this is a calculator paper, thank goodness. So what we've got here is a case where we need to square 48 and square 24 and take them away, yeah? So once we've got that, we get a squared is equal to 48 squared, take away 24 squared, which plug it in your calculator, gives you 1,728, but that's not the end of it, because now we need to square root to find the a value. So a is equal to 24 root 3. So we've got surds to deal with as well. Tricky. Right, so that's not the answer. we've still got a little bit to do, because remember, that's just that length there. So if that's 24 root 3, then what's the full length? So the 24 root 3 is just that section. So we need to add on 2 more lots of 24. So what we've actually got as the length is 48, those 2 extra lengths, plus 24 root 3, and that's in millimetres, and that is our length. So I'm just going to put it here. So it's a little bit tricky, but it's okay. 24 root 3, and that's the full length, okay? So then you're going to pick up some more marks for putting that. Now, to find the area of the rectangle, we're just timesing these together. Calculator is going to do that for us. So putting it all in, making sure that your calculator gets it right. And if you need to, you know, bracket this bit. So it gives you 8598.645 and lots of other decimals. So it says somewhere, yeah, correct, give it correct to 3 sig figs. So we're going to work that out as well, just so we get that final accuracy mark. And that's going to be 8,600 millimetres squared. Final answer, easy peasy.